Live. Let me say, okay, folks, we're live. This is Monday, June 17th, 2019, and Larry is back with us. So glad to have him back. Here you go, Larry.
All right, hello everybody. It's good to be back. Folks, just like I told you, they've started now, and excuse my voice. I had kind of a traumatic week, but just like I promised you, they have started now with the polls. You may as well get used to it. From now until Election Day in 2020, there should not and will not be any poll that shows Trump having one chance in a million of winning. You'll also notice by now who the establishment has picked that they want to be their candidate, and that is Biden. How can you know that? Look at what they've done in the polls. They're pushing him way ahead of Sanders and the rest of the pack. Ordinarily, I would tell you that the polls this early in a campaign mean nothing. But if you know what you're looking for, you can see a lot of things. And that's what I'm trying to do with y'all today. Show you what's coming. They want Biden. They want us back to the system the way they want it. And so they're going to push, they're going to rig the Democratic primary to where Biden is the winner. You might as well look at a parallel between Biden and Hillary. There is no way they're going to let any of the lessers come in and win. For some reason, they have picked Biden. Now, there's a chance Biden can pull a stupid act and cut himself out. But barring that, if they can keep him clean, he's their pick. And they're going to use polls to fix it. And let me tell you what you need to know. When you see Biden holding a speech and he can't draw but 500 to 600 people or less, then you know there's very little enthusiasm for him. So with that little enthusiasm, how can he be in 15 points ahead of Sanders? You'll notice another thing. They have finally convinced Sanders and the rest of the pack to quit saying the word socialism. Just like I promised, just like I told you. They've already done that. Now, Sanders doesn't even use it. But never forget, Biden, Sanders, any one of the Democrats, whichever Democrat, if he ends up winning within 6 months to 1 year, we will be a complete socialist country. Do not lose faith in President Trump. Now, I also told Mary Ellen to tell y'all that I'll be on today with good news. The good news is that some efforts are being made that are hopefully going to take some of the pressure off of Barr and what the Democrats are trying to do to get him impeached. If everything goes well, and I believe it will, they're going to have enough trouble that they're going to have to back off Barr. They'll be reluctant to do it because they know that Barr proceeds on with his investigation. A lot of their people are going to go down. But as it stands now, some things have happened to neutralize some of the people that were going after Barr. So, folks, we have a chance. We have a chance with Barr and Durham to get to the bottom of the entire coup. But then you're not to forget, the coup is not over. I repeat, the coup is not over. It is still in full sway. While I can, because it's hurt me pretty bad to do the program. If you have any questions, please go ahead, Mary Ellen, and let them start getting them in. Because I don't know how long I can stay on. was very close. I mean, very close. Had Mexico not come out and help, thanks to Trump putting the threat of the sanctions on, he would have been forced to shut the border down totally. That is not out of the question still. But Mexico doing what they have done, or what it seems they're doing, has helped in that situation. The next problem area that Trump has to face is Iran. Mary Ellen sent me a text yesterday and said our senator from Arkansas, Don Cotton, was recommending that we take an offensive action against Iran. Folks, I am not in favor of that. Not because they don't deserve it, but I'm not in favor of us getting ourselves in another engagement in the Middle East. Iran is in trouble. They're going to put the only pressure they have left to bear, and that is on the Strait of Hormuz, to try to shut down oil coming out of there. But what is significant this time, thanks to President Trump, and credit should go to him, when they attacked the two ships that they did in the past couple of weeks. Ordinarily, that would have caused a huge spike of 10 to 15% in the price of oil. But because of what President Trump has done to open up the oil business in America, the biggest blip it showed was like 33.5% jump. It's my understanding it's already back down to 2%, 2.5% now. Why? Because we don't depend on the oil in the Middle East. We actually have a surplus. And so the more Middle Eastern oil has trouble, the better it is for us, because we'll be able to fill those supplies. So folks, things look good for President Trump, but you wouldn't believe it if you hear the media. So I would counsel to all of you, we must do our job. Nothing has changed. It's about the soft base. Do you hear me? It's about the soft base. They're going to do everything in their power. The media, the Democrats, the establishment, they're going to do everything in their power to convince the soft base for President Trump to stay home, that he can't win. Don't believe it. And whatever you do as you talk to your friends, please explain that to them. Explain that there's not going to be any polling coming out. None. That's going to show Trump in a winning position. It's not going to happen. And if they expect it, if they know it's not going to happen, it will lessen the impact. That's our job. Tell people before it happens what's coming. And be sure to explain to the people you talk with that the Democrats have wisened up. They've gotten a little smarter, and they quit using openly the term socialism. But it does not mean that all of the programs, all of the policies and plans that they have, they aren't strictly socialist programs meant to destroy our country, meant to take our way of life down if they get their way. This is a battle for our future. It's not any different today than it was a month ago. And it won't be any different a month from now than it is today. It's about our future. Now, I understand President Trump is to kick off his re-election campaign tomorrow. Already, they are talking that there have been over 100,000 people trying to get tickets for the event. 100,000 people. That should show you that the energy is there.
Yeah, what do you think of Sarah Sanders as governor of Arkansas?
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen. I'd be surprised if she even runs. Sarah Sanders is going to be involved in President Trump's re-election campaign by overseeing the election fraud activities. And whether they put that out publicly or not, I don't know, but that will be her main role in the coming months. She's very much aware of what the Democrats are going to try to do and how they're going to try to use election fraud to better their chances. And she's in charge of a program or programs to stop it. Anybody else?
Why won't Trump invoke the Insurrection Act against Congress?
It's a good question. I don't know that it would do any good. I don't know that it would be wise. And I think it would confuse the public in ways that we don't need. So I don't think he will. And I don't think it would be wise. What else?
Amanda, we are doing YouTube Live, but all we have available right now is audio, not video, and I'm sorry that we can't do more. Let's see, there was one more question. I'm scrolling up. Do you think Trump will be able to defeat the deep state, or do you think he's working with them?
I'm 100% positive that President Trump is not working with the deep state in any fashion or way. I don't even want to hear anybody suspect that, because I can promise you, through the people I talk to, the positions they have, that is not true. President Trump is standing against the deep state. Never be confused about that, please. Please never be confused.
Okay.
Now, whether he can beat him, that's up to us. President Trump's doing his job, and he's doing it well. Yes, he makes mistakes. One of the problems with President Trump, he wears everything without him on his sleeves. He doesn't have anything. He opens his mouth and says what he thinks. To me, I personally like that about him. But it does lead to maneuvers, and it does lead situations that maybe we wish at times he would have avoided. But we're not going to change him. And right now, we shouldn't even try. Anybody else, Miriam?
Yeah, why did he sign an executive order to keep Monsanto in America poisoning us?
I don't know. I do not know. I can only imagine. This is my opinion, and it's even a guess. My opinion as a guess. President Trump is extremely passionate and concerned about American jobs. I don't know the ramifications of Monsanto as far as the manufacturing of the product, but it could very well be that right now he's more interested in the jobs they might produce than possibly the harm. But again, folks, I do not know. I cannot explain that.
Do you think they'll ever get control of this immigration policy? Illegals are being registered to vote in red states, and it seems nothing's being done about it.
If you want my honest answer,
Okay. Um, the one thing we can hope is with Sarah Sanders working on election fraud. Now, the illegals voting, that is voter fraud. But the bigger issue is election fraud. The voter fraud, yes, there are huge numbers of illegals being registered to vote. That is voter fraud. That is going to be a big problem, especially with these huge numbers coming. But election fraud is where the machines flip the votes for the Democrats because somebody has hacked in or the machines have been set up in certain ways. Certainly in the blue states, whoever has won, at least in Maryland, whoever has won, whichever party has won in one election, they're the ones that set up the machines for the following election. They're the ones that have the right to change the, gerrymander and change the voting districts and do all that nonsense. So that's a problem. Um, but the election fraud is that's where most of the cheating occurs. And that is something they are working aggressively on. I know they have not done anything about the fraud that they know happened in 2018. At least it seems like they have not. It's been a little bit of slap on the wrist here and there and not much. But don't think that they don't have a reason for what they are or are not doing and how they're doing it. They are very aware and they are doing their best to address it. Now, like if Trump wins, there are other things that he can do in his second term, Larry has told us, that he
Yes.
can't do now.
Right. Yeah. Anybody else?
You think there'll be riots and unrest if Trump is chilly out the election next year? I do not understand that question.
If he's cheated out, I imagine is what they're trying to say.
Yeah, okay.
Folks, I don't know. Again, I have no idea. If he loses the election either by fraud or by actual votes, I doubt there will be much that anybody can do at that point. We'll be finished. And I don't say that to scare you or to over exaggerate or fear monger. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Anybody else, Mary Ellen?
On Trump's birthday, which was last week, he said he will announce something big in 2 weeks. Do you know what it is? Can you say?
I think I know that I can't say because I don't know for sure. But I think he's fixing to do something that will hopefully motivate his base and thoroughly make Democrats madder.
Okay. Somebody asked if you know what's going on with Roger Stone.
Do not. I do not. I fear he's in a tough situation. He's in the court system that, of course, is controlled by the progressives, the communists, the socialists, and the black little mob. So I'm concerned that he's not going to do well. But I do not know the specifics of this case at all. Anything else, Maryland, that calls wanted me to take care and not push it, so I've got to be cautious.
Yeah. I heard that there's a State Department team going to Haiti to change the leadership down there. And somebody called me to discuss it, and they were concerned about what the State Department was going to do and concerned about Trump promising to do something to help with Haiti because of what Hillary had done, and wondering if he was going to keep his promise.
I don't know. That's another area that I'm not involved in. And I don't know. I can say just as a matter of a guess again, I doubt very seriously he will get very active in changing that administration down there. I just don't. Anyone else before I have to go, Marianne?
What can we do to help stop election fraud in our states?
Good question. Monitor the polls. Be there. Be a poll watcher. Volunteer to be there when they count votes. Folks, they can't do it if all eyes are on them when we get in trouble. So we leave it alone. We don't monitor it. So get involved. This election, please get involved. Be a poll watcher. Volunteer to be there to help count the votes, or at least watch the count the votes.
Yes, Kenneth, paper ballot will change everything.
You know, we finally got the Trump administration to back what we've been saying, you know, Marianne, for 2 election cycles. Paper ballots. When you go to vote, demand a paper ballot, even though they've got machines. Now, they may tell you they don't have them, but you've got to tell them it's against the law for them not to have to make available paper ballots. Vote with a paper ballot when you can.
And of course, in Maryland, your paper ballot then goes into the machine to be counted. Okay.
There's always a twist.
Yep.
Look, it's not going to be easy. Getting rid of election fraud is not an easy process. I don't want to make it out like it is. It's going to be tough, but it's got to be done. They're going to pull every trick in the book. All to beat us this time. There'll be no trick left out. Anyone else?
No, sir.
All right, folks. I'm going to have to leave you a little early. But this afternoon, I've got to have another treatment, so I need your help if you can, please. Everybody chips in. Nobody has to do too much. You're doing better, a lot better. May not sound like it today, but it's a pretty tough week or so. So if you can, please give them PayPal, and we need it this afternoon. If any of you can, or will. It's very important. This is no time to slack up.
That's
We
20.
shouldn't have to ask that.
That's $20 for each of us today. So I'll start us off. I'll commit to 20. If everybody here will do 20, we can make this. So please do. His PayPal account is nicholslive@aol.com. nicholslive@aol.com. And Kenneth, we do put the money request here on the live broadcast every single day. And we have it also in the description underneath the video or the audio here. So it's there every day. Not everybody can do 20. So if anybody can do more, please do more. We need to get him his treatment today. He did not get it this morning, and he improved enough that they said he didn't need it this morning. So that's a huge improvement. Okay, I'm going to put in the chat right now. Larry's PayPal account is Nichols Live.
That's the 20. We can do it without hurting anybody. Too bad.
If you cannot do PayPal, I'm going to put a text message. Do text message because the phone doesn't work well in the house. 240-484-4444. 499-6729. If you cannot do PayPal, then send a text to 240-499-6729. We'll work something out. But Larry's PayPal account is nicholslive@aol.com.
All right, folks. With that, I don't know if I'll be able to do Jason tomorrow, but I will try.
Okay,
I will see y'all Wednesday, I hope.
yeah, I've got Nichols Live scheduled for Wednesday. If Larry cannot do Jason tomorrow, then I will give you an update myself tomorrow at this time on Larry Nichols' official channel. So if you don't see Larry at this time with Jason, then come here because I'll do something for him. Okay?
All right,
Thanks,
guys.
folks.
Thank